Sige. So let's see. Desktop sounds, mic sounds. Tingnan natin kung nakikita na siya. Sa stream, kita na siya. Sa stream, if my voice can be heard. How about the sounds? Yon. Yon. Okay. So pag naka... Okay. Alright. So we're live. And... Hello, Internet. Tonight's episode is Caught in the Tentacles. Yung chapter, okay. Torture me not ng ano. Episode 52. Okay. So, nag-message ba si...
Hindi sumagot si Karen. Hindi niya rin review yung...
Yung ano, saan na kaya siya?
Hindi pa siya online. Kita naman niya yung message na tatang humiging tomorrow.
Hindi na siya sumagot.
Oh, I hope she's okay.
I hope so. Karen, are you okay?
Panam, 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 panam. Nakapag-register ba kayo?
Or...
For the, you know,
For what?
for the election?
Naka-register naman ako last time eh.
Nakavote ka nung
Last
barangay election
2
ba
years
yun?
ago?
Or...
Hindi, di ba 2 years yun? Like, kailan na ba ako rin bumoto?
May
Before the
barangay, may barangay election din yung election na nanalo si Vico ata yung recent.
Yung... Oh, basta, bumoto ako yung during kay Vico.
Bumoto ko last presidential pero hindi ako nakaregister ngayon na ano.
Na absentee voter.
Absentee voting. tayo in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Baka wala si Karen. We'll see kung anong mangyayari.
Sige.
Downtime ulit.
Super downtime.
Downtime. Downtime.
Or,
Downtime.
roll na lang ng dice sa lahat ng gagawin ni Gary.
Super random.
Ni Ray. Para yung ginawa ni ano. Sinimulan na ni Mai eh. Roll na lang ng dice.
Let the dice roll.
Let the dice decide. So, andyan na si Mai, di ba?
Yep.
Okay, let's start, I guess.
Okay.
Okay guys, welcome sa episode 52 ng Storm King Stadler. Let's see if anong mangyari to this episode. Recap ng mangyari last episode. After a brief negotiation with Honona and Claudia, the angels finally agreed to let them live with the Pyrexian prisoners. In exchange, Ray, Sharuka, and XI will come with them to Neverwinter, and that Ray will be allowed to attend the interrogations. The remaining party members decided to head for Neverwinter using their airship, and about after a week's journey, the party finally arrived in Neverwinter. Seeing Ray was still gathering information from the prisoners, the party decided to spend some downtime in the city. Beverly sought out a hunter that specialized in beasts. Take a look at the egg she found. The hunter mentioned that the egg was close to hatching and
Mhm.
spent the night in the hunter shop waiting until the egg finally hatched. Inside was a small bloodhawk fledgling, and afterwards she spent a bit of time buying supplies for their ship and some shiny objects that she could use in case of an emergency.
Yes, yes, yes.
June spent some time in Neverwinter Forest, mulling over what happened in the Bloodstone Circle. While contemplating, he met a wild tiger. He spent some time studying it and was able to add it to his wild shapes. Tried to look for another creature to add to his wild shapes and uh, set out to sea, but unfortunately, he couldn't find any creature, and it was too late when he noticed that a group of dolphins were swimming close by. And then Tuna took a job from the scent. She snuck into a nobleman's house and stole a precious gem, including several jewelries inside the vault. City guards were alerted, and fortunately, Tuna was able to escape and complete her task. The group met at the Order's mess hall the next morning, where the hall was abuzz with news and talk about a jewelry theft that happened last night inside Lord Randall Raventomb's home. Based from what the people were saying, he is a notable benefactor of the Lord's Alliance, who is living currently in Neverwinter. Uh, Unfortunately, he's not yet home, and he has not yet heard of the probably he has not yet heard the news of what happened. And then Ray approached her party and said, "Guys, we need to talk." Okay, so here's what I need you si Tuna, si Bev and si Mai. Please roll a 1d20.
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 Ito yung random. Let's see kung anong sasabihin ni Ray. Ito anong nangyayari sa interrogation ni Ray. Dapat may roleplay, may konting roleplay si Karen eh. Kung anong mangyayari sa interrogation. Pero wala
Nakausap
siya.
mo ba siya outside the
The
other
results
day?
are random. Completely random na lang.
Sorry, ako yung nag-roll for tuna. Nakatuna pala yung profile ko. For some reason.
Bakit may access kay Tuna?
I think kasi in-impersonate ko siya last time. Sa chat.
Si Mai.
Ay, pati ako ba?
Ah, 7, 12 plus 11, 23. Okay. Okay, here's what Ray tells you that happened. So, their group used yung teleportation circle in Everland and to get to Neverwinter together with the prisoners. Uh, and she tells you that they were Conona and Claudia escorted them to the Order's guild hall, and while they were walking, um, they caught the attention of the denizens of Neverwinter. Uh, she met with Sir Greyhawk and her former teacher, Storm Brightmaster, and basically asked for a debrief kung ano yung mga alam niya dun sa prisoners. I need everyone to roll 1d100.
Okay, interesting. 1d100.
Maraming choices.
Oh,
Quotes eh.
taas. Wow, ang babasa ka mataas. Interesting.
Extreme yung red cruise at nakakaiba.
3, 91, and then 40.
Yan yung mga interesting
Okay.
ano eh. Nasa dulo eh.
So yung buong spectrum buka natin. Kasi medyo gitna yung akin.
Oo.
She tells you na she revealed to Sir Greyhawk kung ano man yung mga nalaman niya na so far based sa interrogations niya with Freya Lynn, that they're here to basically invade and have like sleeper agents in different positions within the society in Faerun. And that there might be a way to bring back yung si Mackerel and maybe yung kapatid ni XIC Gorgoroth. But Freya Lynn hasn't revealed exactly what is that way.
Okay.
But she withheld yung information about Grant Kapasen, that he didn't reveal to Lord Greyhawk that Grant has some knowledge about the by-elections. Okay, so she tells you that she attended the interrogation of the prisoners along with Sir Greyhawk, and they basically tried asking questions to each of the prisoners. They got basically similar results. Yung other 3 prisoners didn't talk much. Only Freya Lynn did most of the talking. Storm tried several spells at his disposal to get some more information out of them, but unfortunately he couldn't. And she tells you that Honona basically out of precision tried to cast fireball at Freya Lynn, but fortunately one of the Order's mages was able to counter her spell before she could launch it. And initially, most of the guild members that knew Freya were in shock. about what happened to her. And after the second day, basically, since they were getting nowhere, Sir Greyhawk uh, basically consulted her, Ray, on what to do. Greyhawk informed her that uh, he already asked the other White Hawks kung which which organization to ask help to get more information is either from the Harpers. He said that Harpers excel at gathering information, but he is not sure if they are the right ones to for the job. Um, he kind of feels that a more heavy-handed approach is needed to get the information that they need. And so, which brings him to the second choice, which is the Zents. He said that the Zents will likely do things that the Order and the Harpers would never think of doing.
Like what?
And he basically said that their methods might be cruel, but in this case, they might be more effective. And he basically asked the other White Hawks kung ano yung kung which side do they think they should ask help. Basically, there's parang tie, and Ray is going to be yung tiebreaker.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
Pinarol ko na sa inyo kanina yung results. So,
Okay.
Ray uh, suggested to have to seek help from the Harpers.
Mm,
Meet the family. Meet the family.
And after, so the Harpers did the interrogation for the next few days and until yesterday, she said. And what they learned so far is this: that there are uh, powerful spellcasters in existence, according to Freylin, much more powerful than the ones in Faerun. And basically, they are like almost have a similar standing to gods.
hmm?
They have a similar standing to gods. Parang
Okay.
they're like living gods in terms of how powerful they are.
Do they, walk a certain way?
Uh,
Like they are they planeswalkers? This is Chris talking.
maybe. Freya didn't exactly tell them what they're called. And the other information is Imrit plans to basically open a permanent parang doorway from Pyrexat to Perun. And he possesses an ancient artifact that will allow him to do so.
Yeah, si Imrit to in Dragon, right?
But he requires massive amounts of magical energy to open the portal. And he plans to use this using wild magic that he plans to harvest from a young sorcerer and
Oh no.
a couple of magical orbs that he has in possession.
Oh no.
Oh no. Maiyo.
We should have killed him when we had a chance. I'm talking about Marcus.
I know.
Sabi ni Ren, I told you we should have put an arrow to his back. And so Ray is kind of asking you guys, what do you want to do?
A lot of information to process. So that has nothing to do with the disappearance of King Hecaton, right? As far as we know,
Hmm?
Baka, baka
it has nothing. It's not connected.
did we hear is King Hecaton like a spellcaster?
Is he a
Uh,
powerful wild magic user?
you don't know. You don't know. He didn't ask.
May- Maybe Ray maybe you can ask someone from the court. Like send a sending spell.
Yeah, we can contact. They said we can contact them like
Okay.
anytime, right?
Ray contacts Sarita, spends a sending spell. When she gets back, she tells you that while Hecaton is indeed powerful, he is not powerful in that regard.
Mm. It's definitely a key.
Maybe, like maybe Imrit, when it was what was that thing? It was never found. The
What, what thing?
Was it a thing? Like the ordning?
What?
Is it an actual like object? The ordning of the giants? Is it like a powerful artifact, or did it just refer to the ranking of the giants?
I thought it was the kind of ranking or like the group or something like that. Is it not? I don't know
Actually,
anymore.
hindi ako sure kung si Bev ba nakarinig na si Marcos eh.
Ray tells you at first she remembers it's just parang it's
Hindi siya gamit, 'di ba? It's like it's
hindi.
not a physical entity.
It's like yung ano, parang hierarchy ng
Mm.
Yeah, okay, okay, okay. So
giant.
walang missing MacGuffin sa mga giants.
Parang
So,
it's
so
an hierarchy parang decided by their gods that this is yung order and this is the top dogs ng mga giants that you should follow.
so Ray, you sound like you've been remembering a lot of things lately. You're like very informative. Maybe we should take this opportunity to ask you
Sabi ni Ray,
things.
I've been reviewing my notes.
Notes.
So what is the play for involving the ordning and the giants? Maybe just to make a raucous.
Sabi ni
Maybe
Ray, maybe that's there's a big chance that causing parang a rift between the giant kind and parang small folk would make it easier for the Pyrexians to like
like a
it's either
distraction.
embed their sleeper agents within the society or maybe weaken the uh, parang yung mga nakatira sa Faerun overall by starting a war between the giant kinds and small folk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we have to decide if we're going to look for King Hekaton or but there's nothing like technically there's nothing we can do yet against Imrit, right? Because we don't know where they are and where he he's he it's planning to open the portal. Like we didn't get that from Freya. So maybe we can focus first on what we do know. Like we can use the clues got to the regarding the whereabouts of King
Sabi
Hekaton, and then maybe
ni Ren, we do know that the coin, origin of the coin that we have, it's in Yartar.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We can first go there, check out the clue, and then maybe along the way we'll discover something about Imrith and the Pyrexians. Just so
Sabi
we're
niya,
not wandering around
are you
the
sure Tuna
port.
you're okay to enter that city? You like need the feather token to appear more like a noble woman.
Guys that June usually wears. I can be princessly for a day or two.
bakit nga ulit? Anong meron sa Yartar? They don't like tabaxi?
They don't
No,
like
they
Zen.
no, they don't like Zents.
I don't like Zens. Ah, Zens.
Ah, parang it's dangerous for Zens to be in Yartar.
As long as none of you guys tell anyone there that I'm a Zent, should be okay, right? I mean, I trust you guys, right?
But
Friends
are
here.
you are you sure you're not like a very famous Zend by now?
I don't think so. Am I? I don't. I don't think so. Gano'n
Didn't
ba
you get
kataas yung
promoted
ranking
last
ng...
time?
Yeah, I got promoted to Wolf, but I don't know how high that's up in the
Like
organization.
aren't there like maybe the word of the Orange Angels has spread far and wild, and there's like what would our what would our fans call themselves? Like maybe there are fans in the Artar and they all know about this this group of fabulous ladies. One of them is a tabaxi who's has connections.
I can wear disguise. That's what I'm saying. I can borrow June's disguise kit that he uses he used when we went to that library place. I forget the name.
Meron na
The
bang
Harper's
polymorph si
place.
Meron na bang polymorph si Ray?
1 hour lang yun eh.
Yeah, in a pinch, pwede kang i-polymorph into a real cat.
yung Qual's Feather Token, 24 hours.
Ay, Feather Token, ano ginagawa nun? Gawa siyang,
It transforms you parang to appear more noble, parang ganun.
Yun yung ginamit ni ano, 'di ba, June? Para
Gamit ni
magmukha
June
siyang
last time,
parang prinsipe.
Prinsipe.
Prince
mm,
John. Hmm. Yeah, I can
okay,
wear that. I mean, it
alright,
recharges every day naman, 'di ba?
no problem.
Are all our cultists back to life by now?
You spend siguro the help of Strum, you only needed like 4 days, 5 days to revive lahat ng mga cultist friends nyo.
That guys. How's the afterlife?
They're
How's your
still pretty out
experience
of
in the
it.
afterlife?
So, what do you guys plan to do? Do you plan to bring yung airship to Yartar or you're gonna use yung teleportation circle or
Uh,
Neverwinter?
yeah, let's give them an off. Like give them like a month off or something. It's quicker, right? If we use the
Ah,
portal.
it's like instantaneous ata.
Did we, did we find out if Grant is in the city?
Did
His
we?
ship is in the city, so he's likely in the city.
And it might be worth also talking to him about this correction stuff to get more information.
You can talk to him if you want. I'm not gonna stop you. I can stay here in the orders
So,
headquarters while you talk to him.
what do you have against Grant that you don't want to talk to him?
He's, I don't like playboys, and he's too much of a playboy for me. I saw him like when we hung out at that club. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, that's it.
So maybe I could use that to my advantage, just appeal to that side of him. Maybe get more information for us. I'm all for having all as much as possible, the tools for us to have a successful mission, to rescue the family members.
Okay, you can try using your charm,
Your charms.
your
Okay,
womanly charms.
we'll seek out Grant's ship.
Si Beb lang.
I'm not coming with her.
Are you coming with June?
Di ba parang sagabal lang si June?
You have, meron kang disguise set, di ba?
It's
Disguise
okay.
yourself as a girl.
And June be
You know,
invisible.
don't worry.
Eh,
I've been around the city before, all by myself, and I was myself, and it was fine.
Was we're in the same city, like where you had a
Now I'm leaving. Bye bye.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we never figured out who that secret admirer of yours
Oh,
is.
look, shiny thing. She,
Shiny thing.
look, tuna shiny. Bye bye.
Nagbato ka na right now. Ano ba
No,
message?
chase
I don't know
after it.
something like one of the sparkly marbles.
I run after it. Slide, slide.
Okay, you now have a marble that shines brightly when light gets reflected into it.
One sparkly marble.
And yeah, Beverly, you arrive at Grant's ship
Mhm.
and you find Grant parang on the deck, parang cleaning the ship,
Okay.
and you call out to him or
Yeah, yeah. Mayroong plank pang how do I get to the
ah,
deck of.
a plank to get to his deck.
Okay, so Bev like flicks her hair and just sees the plank, and she walks up the plank uh loudly, hips swaying, rumampay, trying to get his his attention, hair swaying back and forth.
And si Grant basically notices you and says, "Am I dreaming or am I still drunk?" Oh, it's you, Bev. What are you doing here?
Hey Grant, hey Grant. Okay, how are you? Just checking in.
I'm fine. I'm just waiting for my crew to get back.
So you're all alone,
Mm, yep.
or like
How about you? Uh, where are the other guys?
they're doing their stuff, um, taking a break from the adventuring, what with all the things happening around. Um, like you mentioned, right? You're familiar with those things called the Phyrexians.
I think I did. Yeah. I
Like,
did mention
do you know? Do you like know anything new about them? Find anything out recently?
recently. No, no. Anything in particular you'd want to ask?
Because they've been appearing like recently into Faerun, and you also like where are you even from?
Not from around here.
Like, how do I know you're not one of them? Like a sleeper agent.
You don't. That's what I told Ray. Uh, Sleeper agents, they don't really know that they're sleeper agents at all until their masters summon them or orders them to do something.
So, are you saying that you're like they wouldn't have trouble in making you into a sleeper agent?
I could be a sleeper agent. I mean, for what's worth, you could be a sleeper agent too.
Well, okay. Because we heard about these individuals. They say who are powerful spellcasters in the thing. Don't really know much about. Have you heard of those people? Who,
Oh, planeswalkers? Yeah, sure. I know a few.
oh, really? Can you tell me about them?
They pretty much could probably do whatever they want.
So you're not like one of them?
Mm, I wish if I was, I wouldn't be stuck here in this place.
Remind me again, like what were you looking for before?
We're looking. I was looking for uh, a magical orb that could perhaps power my ship so that we could get out of this place.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the one in Hundlestone, when my crew got to it, it was already gone, and they've been scouring all over the Sword Coast trying to get a few more clues to its whereabouts or possibly other magical orbs, but they haven't had any luck.
Okay, okay. So what? So hypothetically, what if you find one of these orbs? Like what will that, you know, what would that change specifically?
And hypothetically, then we're probably going back home.
That's it. Your like your ship can go anywhere it wants,
Yeah,
just like that.
just like that.
Hmm. And how much would you be, willing to give in exchange for such an orb?
Hmm. We don't have much to give technically in terms if money is what you want. I mean, recently somebody stole from me.
Oh, what did they steal? Maybe I could,
Some gems,
help you, find the culprit.
some gems.
Gems, okay.
I have my suspicions, but I
Come on.
probably can confirm once.
She kind of reaches out and touches like the elbow of Grant. Come on, Grant. You can tell me. And she kind of
You'd like
smiles
to,
and
but make your persuasion check with advantage.
all right. Persuasion. 24. Rolled a 19.
Let's see, mataas ba ang insight ko? Do I need to roll?
Do I just give up?
Yeah. I think it was tuna actually. She's been avoiding
Oh,
me ever since we spent uh, uh, that night partying.
but why didn't you say anything?
I wanted her to come clean. I mean, you know.
All right.
Well, plus, I may have left her with some bill when we out partying.
All right. Hmm. You do you know my friends and I we are about to. I mean, we have a lot of maybe dangerous things we need to do, places to go to, things like that. I was just thinking, maybe if ever we find one of these rocks, like, would you, be like want to like maybe, at least like help, like, do you want to be a member of the Orange Angels?
He smiles and I appreciate the offer, but I have my own crew. Uh, if you do find one of those magical rocks, we'd be willing, maybe at least if it's not monetary, we'll be willing to maybe exchange favors that you could call in.
Mhm. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Grant. And she kind of gives a cursory look. From her perspective, ano mas magandang ship? Ito o yung ship ng mga cultist?
Yung ship niya.
Yung ship niya. Hindi man lumilipad.
Uh, hindi siya lumilipad. You didn't ask, but you did kind of tell Tuna that it could fly if it had that orb powering it. And it doesn't have that like that big, massive, big red balloon she
Mm.
needs to let it fly.
Okay, she gives a wink to Grant and saunters off the plank of the ship and back to the other guys.
Okay. So Tuna, June, what are you guys doing while Beverly was away?
Learning a tiger.
What? Training a tiger?
June is a tiger, yeah. He's
Turns
busy
into a
being a
tiger.
tiger.
I watch. Can I watch?
So Tuna is just petting the tiger, Tiger June.
So weird. At the backseat petting a tiger.
Kulang.
Parang you kind of notice that parang yung mga order members are like maybe the entire adjacent tables next to you guys are empty.
Kulang na lang Rakshasa.
Walang lumalapit.
And can June talk while he's in tiger form?
Hindi yata.
I don't think so. Pero nakakaintindi siya ng
Yeah.
language, di ba?
Nakakaintindi siya ng language pero hindi siya nakakapagsalita. Kung anong sabihin mo, naintindihan ni June.
Hmm. Do I understand him if
Unless
he
you
tiger
can
talks?
unless you can speak tiger or
Speak.
meron spell nung ano.
Wala yatang special language ang tabaxi eh. They just speak common and whatever other language they know.
Kung pwede mo turuan si ano, mag-ano kayo, sign language.
So, pwede mo like ano papulutin ng bola si
Tinrain
Hindi,
ng
ano,
tricks.
yung ano, naka-tummy up siya, tapos nagpapa-belly rub siya.
hmm,
Better
Para siyang nakahit-hit ng catnip.
June, do you want to play a prank on the order's members? Let's
What?
let's play a prank on the order's members while Ray is not around. I will just shout, and then you will try to scare them, and let's see what happens. Do you blink once if you agree, blink twice if no.
so kind of whispers to you. Sure, that's a good idea.
No?
Sure, that's a good idea.
What
Just
makes you
Blink
think
blink
so
they
twice.
much.
He doesn't want to die.
what makes you think they're doing it
Kono na
because it's a good idea?
fireball lady, he cannot counter spell.
Hindi mo cast ng spells in tiger form.
Hindi.
Hindi.
No.
Oh.
Not high level enough.
Not her type of druid ata.
Kasi dapat Circle of the Moon. Para
Circle
Yeah.
of the Moon ata yung nakakakas ng spell while
okay, fine. I'll just belly rub you until Bev comes back. Massage your belly so you don't have indigestion later.
Ooh.
Let's eat. Wala naman akong ibang gustong gawin.
Okay. So, after you eat, you see Beverly arrive back in the hall. What now?
So, did you find any interesting or useful information? Deb?
Well, not really. It was kind of a dead end.
Well, then I guess we should go to that place. What's that place again? Yartar. June, can I borrow your feather thingy? Token feather thingy? So that I can disguise myself into a princessly tabaxi or whatever form it makes me.
13. Kay Jun ba yun?
Di ba ikaw yung
That
gumamit ng huli?
Ah, okay.
I'll give it back once we leave Yartar. Once we survive Yartar.
Jun doesn't remember, pero sige.
mm,
Yun yung wala ako, di ba?
Wala ka ba nun?
mm,
Wala ako nun.
wala
Ah,
ka nun.
wala ka ba nun?
Wala ka ba nun?
Dinisguise niyo si June. Yeah, wala ako nun.
You have a what's that? Hanapin ko. Wala, hindi ko pala nagawa yung ano, handout nun. Unlock some... Ah, ito to. You have yung crown feather token,
Feather token.
and that makes that
Hmm. Imagine mo yan ang suot-suot mo the whole time. Nasa ano tayo. Oh, wait, when are we leaving? Are we leaving right now? Do we have unfinished business here? Like, can we leave na? What time is it?
probably yung parang around right a little past noon.
Past noon.
Paano?
Ayun,
Ah,
going to Yartar.
maybe we can go na. Kasi if it's a casino, I guess it's busier at night. So maybe we can investigate better before we leave. Tuna will put on her crown feather token.
Parang siyang ano eh, parang siyang crown na mayroong feather.
Nakakainis. Wow, engot. Fine. Okay. Yun, sige. Basta when we're ready to go, I'll wear that para doon siya magsa-start magbilang ng 24 hours.
So, assume mo na lang na mawala effect at dawn. Para to,
Dawn.
easier to keep track.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Pero does it actually illusion ba siya? Parang full body illusion.
Parang ganun. Parang technically hindi siya talaga illusion. It doesn't create like ano yun, yung mga robes that are
Mhm.
parang it doesn't create yung clothes etc. Just makes you appear. Parang yung impression na nakukuha sa'yo ng mga tao. It's something
Ah.
To
Parang,
change my appearance.
it doesn't change your
Kahit,
appearance, but
kahit
it just
mukha
makes you
siyang,
appear to be more respectable.
kahit mukha siyang
So,
homeless.
parang Emperor's
kahit
New
mukha siyang
Clothes,
homeless,
ganun.
parang ganun. Oh, parang
Kahit wala siyang suot. Yung mga tao will think, ha, respectable.
Wait, so makikilala pa rin nila ako as Tuna if I wear that?
Kung hindi ka nila kilala, I guess hindi.
Or parang, hey Tuna, you look, you you changed something in your look, huh? Basta-
Baka better na nakasuot na lang ako ng hood ko. Cloak of Elven kind. Kasi hindi ako as noticeable.
Baka ano, pwedeng naka-hood tapos rich and lordly, respectable, hooded individual.
Hindi makikita yung feather. Kasi nakatakip yung hood.
Hindi ba siya pwede ikabit sa top ng hood? So naka-hood siya, hood up, tas may feather.
Kasi feather.
Naka-clip.
Bubutasan ko yung bubutasan ko yung hood para nakalabas siyang ganito.
Or nasa ano, 'di ba yung cloak may parang pin? Nakaganon, may feather. Kailangan ba sa ulo siya sinusuot?
Mm. Yep, sa ulo.
Crown feather eh. Crown.
Brown. Brown siya.
So, you pinuntahan niyo yung ano, yung teleportation circle sa
Yeah.
ano, Neverwinter.
Yes,
Okay, you
please.
arrive dun sa spot and there's a lone mage parang guarding yung teleportation circle and Ray shows yung letter that he got from Everland and the sorcerer then asks you which location you want to go
Tar.
your and he parang starts uh, he begins his incantation and the portal opens.
Okay. I guess
You
we pass through.
you enter and fortunately this time around this is like uh, probably your third time I think using a teleportation portal. So you're quite used to the effects, so you don't have to make a constitution save to see if you will throw up or not. You arrive at another small room. There's another sorcerer parang guarding it, and he greets you, and he welcomes you to Yartar.
Hello.
Uh, he says, "I haven't quite seen you yet. Are you guys new to? Are you guys new? Purpose?
Yeah, sort of. We're on
Oh,
a
oh,
we're on
okay,
a
okay.
secret mission,
And
so let's keep it.
welcome to Yartar. Is there anything I could help you with?
Yeah, can you please point us to the wait, I will look for I will I'm looking for my notes. Golden Goose Casino
Oh, the
on the
Golden Goose
river.
Casino.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes, yes.
you find it moored in the docks. It's early in the afternoon, so it's not yet about to set sail.
Oh,
It
so it
usually
only
leaves at
says
around dusk,
okay.
and it's like parang a cruise ship. It travels upriver, and then comes back to the docks at dawn.
Okay.
Are you planning to gamble at the Golden Goose?
Should we? What do you think? Do you recommend it?
Um, he kind of points at you too. You might be able to get in since you look the part, but the others you'll probably get turned away.
Like my feather, huh?
Mm.
So it's only for the rich and famous. This
Uh,
this golden goose casino.
Yeah, the
Mm.
owner of the Golden Goose. Ah, the owner uh, is Caspier Dryland, and he's pretty much only lets um, Yartar's nobility to uh, climb aboard this ship, or any other influential people, or people that looks like they have money to spend.
We do have money to spend. She side eyes Ray, right? Oh, sorry, wala si Karen.
We're her bodyguards. Why can't we? Can we come if since we're her staff?
Bodyguards. Well, bodyguards aren't really allowed on the ship. I
Oh,
mean, even carrying weapons of any sorts.
weapons are
You're not
not
allowed.
allowed on the ship.
So you can
Yeah.
ensure everybody's safety in that ship.
Are you asking me, or are you asking the owner?
I'm asking you.
I don't ensure your safety because I'm not going with you guys.
No, no. I mean, do you know if the they
They have their
are
own.
reputed? You're reputed to be and proven to be safe.
He then whispers to you, yeah, this is just between you and me, but uh, personally, I think that Caspier Dryland is kind of shady. There are rumors that he's been trying to get some of the nobles to uh, uh, get a big debt from gambling so that he could control them. Because the next Yartar's Water Baron vote is coming up, and he wants to run for the position so that he could take control of the city. He needs a
Oh,
certain number of votes from the nobles, but currently our current Water Baron is more, how to say, more of a popular candidate than him.
interesting.
Mm. Interesting.
So as far
Here,
as
have
he
a
is
gold coin.
concerned, he has a lot of
What?
guards in the boat. So you're probably safe there if you're worried about other people attacking you.
We're just worried about our rich, lordly, respectable boss here. You know, if we are going to let her up there by herself. I mean, it's our job to make sure she's safe. You know.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
as long as she pays and she doesn't cheat, she'll probably be safe.
Doesn't she? Okay.
I know that Casper kind of treats anybody who spends a lot of money in his boat. He treats them well.
Do you have an idea what's the entrance fee on the boat?
I don't know, to be honest.
Never been there, huh?
From what I've heard is that Casper Dryland himself screens the guests before they board the ship.
Not going well.
He kind of greets them personally and then lets them on the ship. I've seen several people try to get on board the ship, but they get turned away.
Mhm. Okay.
Do they allow pets up in the ship?
No pets, no weapons of any kind, no bodyguards.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
If
Maybe you
you're not
can
spending money
transform
there,
into
you're not gonna get in. They'll probably maybe allow you to bring one companion. Like, for example, if you're out on a date or something.
Hmm. Okay. It's a lot of information. Thank you very much.
Okay, anything else that you want to know? I mean,
Mm, let's think of any. Do you guys have any other questions?
No.
Can we stay
Right. Are
ah,
there any inns?
place to stay. Mm,
while waiting if our boss will come back in one piece?
One Piece. Oh, where did I put that? I didn't put it. No, okay. Yeah, there's an inn close to the docks where you can probably spend the night if you like.
Okay, good to know.
Thank you.
Huh? Sure, you're welcome.
That's when we're out of earshot. Bev suggests to the group, don't we have, the bag of holding that what if we just put all the weapons inside?
I thought you were going to suggest put the other people inside and then bring the bag of holding to the ship. For a second, I got worried.
Can we do that?
Won't they inspect or check for bags like that?
So, what should we do now? Should we check into our taverns, or you guys want to check out the ship?
Yeah, maybe we can check out the ship and try to get a feel on how we can get in. Maybe we
Buy
can
a ticket.
shop, buy a ticket. We can shop for better looking clothes. I mean, we do have money. We have party funds.
Well, so mayroong dress code?
What?
Uh,
Meron bang dress code?
Maybe.
That's why we will check it out. And if they say that you have to have a certain look before they let you in, then let's get some clothes. If they just require money, let's.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, you head towards the docks, and as soon as you arrive at the docks, you easily spot the Grand Dane. It's a very extravagant and uh, loudly decorated riverboat. Um, from the docks, you could see uh, there's a mob of commoners lining up uh, beside the boat. You see kind of different kinds of people. Like there are they look to be like sailors or rowers. They're like chefs or cooks lining up. Some look like they're just to be as waiters, or some are look like they are car dealers. You also see several fashionable looking women also lining up, as well as musicians. And as before they are let on board, there seems to be a sailor with a captain's hat, kind of inspecting each one of the commoners, and before letting them up into his ship.
The commoners are allowed.
Well, it looks like at least workers for the casino and the ship are allowed to get in. And you kind of spend a bit more time parang observing. And about maybe an hour or two later, after all of the commoners have gone aboard the ship, you start to see wealthy, well-dressed guests start to arrive at the docks. They can arrive in chariots uh, with intricately designed wagons. You could see um, that the captain or any his sailors are meticulously checking each one of the guests for any weapons or possibly concealed weapons before they are allowed to move forward. And right before they board the ship, you see parang a fine-looking gentleman greeting each of the guests, parang shaking their hands, parang chatting them up a bit before letting them get up the ship. And parang right beside him is female. It's an older woman. She's dressed in long green robe, and she's basically just right beside the gentleman, parang carefully observing each of the guests that goes aboard the ship.
Mhm. So that's do we see anyone na may nahanapan ng weapon so far?
Wala naman. And
Has
after
has
after like the guests have
okay.
boarded, the ship begins to sail upriver.
Mm.
Iniwan tayo. Hindi tayo
Hindi tayo
nakasakay.
babili ng ticket.
Well, may water farm ka naman, di ba?
Huli natin.
Or
Yeah.
well, pero habang ini-observe namin, walang mga so wala talaga sa kanilang may dala ng weapon. I was going to ask kung meron ba sa kanilang
Mm.
nag-surrender ng weapon to someone for safekeeping. Wala.
Well, it looks like they're kind of used to not bringing weapons aboard the ship.
Mm. Solo mission na lang para kay June. Fly ka na lang sa Raven or something.
Yung form niya, giant raven. Giant
Giant
raven.
yung form ko. Baka barilin nila ako.
And kind of ask, how are we guys planning to get aboard that ship?
Okay. How about let's maybe some of us can try applying as workers, attempt or part-time workers.
So mag-apply ka sa worker tapos mayroong training for ilang weeks. Tapos,
Ah, di ba? Gawin
Oh,
sila
well,
ng workers
that
every
doesn't
week.
sound like a bad idea. I didn't see them like get asked to showcase their skills.
Di ba? Right? Like, line up during the worker line. And some of us can pretend to be rich people. So, two
We just
groups.
scream, we need a job. Hire
Yeah.
us like that.
Let's ask, let's ask at the inn, how do we apply as
or I could apply as like a new chef for for the catering. And we could use all those carts, to stash the weapons in case.
I don't think that's gonna fly. We can try. We can certainly try. Yeah, that's one option. Maybe we can ask around the inn. Maybe they know if the 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 boat, like the cruise, is looking for more workers. Who wants to be a rich person who wants to wear his feather thingy. Oh my god.
I don't know. It looks good on you.
It kind of, fits like you're a exotic, lady from far away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At least someone should go with me. Don't we have a disguise kit? We have a disguise kit.
You could maybe ask June to transform into to look more like you. You
What?
could go like
The
a
taxi?
backseat couple.
Can you do that, June? Like, can you transform into a tabaxi?
Can you do that? Yeah, yes, ano. May disguise siya.
Mm-hmm.
You know that how many hours does that last?
Meron siya. Sky Self.
8 hours ba yun?
1 hour ata.
Baka baka sa pila pa lang mawala na yun.
Ah. You can make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it.
Maybe let's buy June, like a black fur coat so
The
that
changes wrought
it
by the
looks
spell
more.
fail to hold up to physical inspection.
Mm. Yeah, Bev can try to, apply as one of the servers or something. I mean,
Sabi ni Karen, I could buy maybe one of the similar clothes like for the waiters.
because no, nobody looks at them.
Mm. So let's
The
split the
problem is how
party.
will we hide our weapons?
Oh, that's the problem. How will you hide your pawns?
Dun sa
I'm
crate
pretty
ng
much
food.
I'm pretty much useless without weapons, you guys. Like completely useless.
What if we polymorph the bag of
Sabi nga,
holding into a jewel or something? The tuna can
sabi nga
wear.
rin,
Can we do that?
I have a crazy idea in my mind.
Let's
Please
hear it.
pray tell.
I don't know if you guys will. Well, uh, fortunately, I have this what you call it. I have my cloak. It allows me to breathe underwater.
Okay, go on.
Mhm.
If you give me your weapons, I could go underwater and enter the ship from below. I could turn into in ethereal form and then enter the ship from there
But you're going to turn into a
like a
eel or
ghost.
something.
Yeah, become
Oh,
a ghost, like a ghost, and
Pwede,
maybe
pwede.
enter the ship from the below deck and just come for me once you manage to infiltrate inside.
Well, yeah, Bev has changed her mind. She's loaded, so she's just going to pretend like a patron of the casino. She'll just gamble and try to,
Bev, would you like crown feather?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, maybe I can try lining up as a worker instead. I can since I'm very dexy and stealthy, I can be one of the servers.
Why can't you both be uh, guests.
I'll be right back. Pero dala ko yung headset. I can talk. Tignan
I
natin.
thought June you're going to be a guest as well.
June and
Me?
Beb will present it.
Yeah.
Couple.
Well, June maybe
Wait,
could pass like as a sailor. He's pretty strong, I think.
Taylor.
Yeah, I'm what's my height again? I am tall.
You are tall.
And he's considered one size larger ata in terms of carrying capacity
Yeah.
load that he can carry.
Oh, nabuhat niya pala yung malaking treasure chest ng ano.
Ah,
Oh, okay. So maybe, well, maybe Ray and Bev can be like the rich couple thingy. Wait, no. Well, why not?
Why not?
Why not? And then maybe June and I can pretend to be workers. So that just leaves XI. What will XI do?
I don't know. Maybe XI can stand guard at our room.
Oh, at our
Are we sure we want to leave him again?
paladin again. Do not leave the paladin.
Behind.
Maybe
What
he
do
can
you
be one
wanna
of the
do?
guests too. I mean, if they just need money, I'm sure Ray can. Well, Bev can
What
talk
if
her.
Bev or Ray can be XI can be either Ray or Bev's date?
That work.
Well,
A
transcends.
dragonborn, a dragonborn in a construct. Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, that sounds
Wait,
like a
do
plan.
what? Let's go.
Oh, well, the ship has already gone, so we have to wait until tomorrow.
Bukas ulit. Yeah, casing the ship first. Tama naman.
Yeah, in the meantime, maybe, well, what? So Bev, was that Bev, Ray, and XI will come in as guests. So maybe you need to get buy
Well,
better clothes.
how will XI
Anti-clouds.
pass by as a guest? I mean, look at
Hmm.
What?
He's
that's not
a
really like
companion. Romantic getaway.
Ba't kailangan ba may ganung ano, front? Hindi ba pwedeng ano lang, just sabing pan at the casino?
Di ba madaling ticket yun? Date
Date
plus
night.
one.
they could try, I
Parang what
guess.
do they care kung gusto kong bumili ng ticket, di ba?
A strong, independent woman. A date.
But, eh,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
sounds like a
Uh,
plan.
But does it,
sounds like a plan.
did you see
I like
any,
plan.
did you see anyone boarding the ship na may armor?
Nope, they're like all wearing noble clothes.
Oh, even
Hmm.
armor is not allowed in
Parang di
the
ba, I
sailor.
mean,
The
if you,
probably the only armored people that you saw were like the sailors working for the
I
standard.
mean, yung armor naman ni Bev, stylish, di ba? Para, I wanna imagine like, di ba sina, si Kingslayer, di ba? Kapag nag-feast siya,
Uh,
naka golden armor siya and stuff. Can,
I
can,
don't know.
can't Bev just make her armor look like,
It's up to you if you want to like wear your armor when you try to
yeah,
board the ship.
yeah, she'll just try to look for ways to ano, to like try to spend money to make the armor look like a formal attire.
Okay, that's it. You're
Yeah.
gonna board the ship the next day.
Mm.
Okay, so you stay at the what? Nakita ko na kanina. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, you stay at an inn nearby the docks. Uh, the inn's name is Davy Jones Quarters,
Mm. Okay.
and it's run by a former seafarer named uh, David Bastian. He's tall, thin old man with he's already bald, but he has a long white beard.
Hmm.
There's a nose ring in the right side of his nose, and his left eye looks to be blind, but he doesn't wear an eye patch to cover it. He greets you basically and tells you that lodging is about 1 gold piece per night per person, including breakfast.
Okay. Ah, yan ba kami? Kasama si
Ilan ba kayo?
si
Aruka.
Oh? Kasi iniwan si Sharuka dun sa mga cultist.
Iniwan na daw.
pag pag
Mapapaaway na kami nun.
pagbalik natin cultist na siya.
Cultist na siya.
Naging ano siya, nag-enter na ng rebellious phase of her her childhood.
And yeah,
Ano,
and he says that if you're planning to like eat dinner, you can pay like 10 silver piece for an eat all you can buffet with 5 silver piece, additional 5 silver piece if you want to also have that drink all you can option.
She's
drink all.
she's Bev like just slides over 10 gold to him to pay for
Okay,
everyone.
okay. And he like gives you like room keys each
Yeah,
night.
and she asks like, I'm not from around here, but do you think like this would be allowed in that, the
Your armor?
ferry, the ferry?
Well, I don't know. The captain of Grand Dame, Captain Nelvin,
Hmm.
sort of cautious guy. He might not let you up aboard the ship wearing that kind of armor on you.
Fine. Where could I find a competent tailor around here? Tailor, ano tawag dun? Dressmaker.
Dressmaker. There's a shop right up across the street that you could use. What are you planning to do anyway? Do you want to ask for a custom made dress?
Probably. Or, just maybe fit something that they already have to fit my size. That shouldn't take long.
Okay. So he points you to a shop. Uh, you to walk like maybe across the street and about 2 shops from the to the right. There's a
Mhm.
tailor. Probably do what you're thinking.
Yeah, she looks for a dress, like
Okay.
a nice casino dress, long
Okay.
dress. And she also looks for a leather worker. Na parang
Okay.
she's looking for like simple belts na parang suksukan ng dagger. She wants to sneak in a dagger strapped to her thighs, high up her thighs, and maybe a dagger like in her beneath her bra.
Beneath her bra.
I don't know. I don't know how bras work. Or parang para to like conceal it
You
in
obviously
her
are not
dress.
a woman in real life.
Or like find like a way to sneak in a small dagger in her dress, like she could.
The letter were kind of asked, what are you planning to do with this, ma'am?
She just winks at him.
Okay, he
Keeping
makes
keeping things spicy.
okay. The leather belt for your the belts for your daggers, including your dress, and runs you up of about maybe 50 gold pieces.
No problem.
So rich.
Okay, then she tells Tunan, "Don't worry, Tuna. I can toss you a couple of daggers. If you need them.
You're gonna stick them in.
They won't be magical, but at least they're weapons."
I'm not really that good with non-magical or magical weapons, so it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Okay.
Take a wait. So, can you also find like small daggers for those? Magkano bang dagger?
Mura lang ata ang dagger.
Ang dagger nakalist dito hindi nakalagay.
Dagger. 2 gold pieces. Isa.
So, tatlong dagger, 6 gold. Okay.
Okay.
3 throwing daggers.
So okay. So anything else that you guys want to do before we proceed to the actual boarding part?
No?
Okay, so
Should we, ano, June? Sorry, June, should we like fake tape
What?
they'd let us in? Like fake an ID.
Patient idea.
mag-consider.
Can we do with craft
Uh,
an ID, a pair of IDs from
made of what?
uh ano ba?
Can you
Made of
draw with
Ano
wood.
graphic
ba?
paper?
Are we
Can
gonna
draw
be
with wood
poor workers?
for workers in one of the servers.
Wala kang forgery kit, tuna.
Forgery kit. Ah,
Magkano ang
we can
forgery
we
kit?
can buy one.
Sagot ni Bebs.
I think it's
Magkano
easier
ang
to just buy one.
how much
We
she
can
say?
buy one in the
Walang
store.
forgery kit yung
Tuna,
mga
kind,
Zents.
wala siya atang binili. So,
Wala.
Wala
My
sa
mom
new
has
hire
one.
do
onboarding
that.
nyo.
You, at night, you kind of look around the city looking for forgery kits. And you find one that's willing to sell it to you for 25 gold pieces.
I'm so angry. Okay, fine. I'll consider this an investment. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, roll your forgery check to see if you can forge like papers for you in June.
What kind of role is that?
Dexterity ata.
Dex lang.
Dex lang.
Dex check.
Hindi ka, hindi ka ata, ano eh, hindi ka proficient sa forgery kit, no?
Wala nga akong forgery kit eh.
Ah, so, you can
Ay,
only make your ability dexterity plus your lore.
dex
Ay, pero
check.
meron kang ano, di ba? Wala ka ba nung half ng proficiency bonus sa hindi ka proficient na skills?
Ano yun?
Di ba meron ganong ability yung rogues, Chris?
Na
Yung
ano?
Ay, hindi pa yata ako ganun ka.
fearless. Yung
Hindi
add
pa
nila yung half
yata.
ng proficiency bonus nila sa
Ah,
ano.
yung ano, Jack of all trades.
Hindi ba
Jack
bard
of all.
yun?
Bard nga ata
Bard
yun ah.
pala yun. Okay.
Bard
Wala.
yun eh.
Pero Jack of all trades yung ability na yun. Expertise
Ah,
ata yung sa
Reliable talent.
er,
first,
expertise sa
ah,
level
okay.
11,
talent.
11, ano pa? Level, 11th level pa.
11. Okay, so 15. So you managed to forge some papers for you and June. You look admire your work. It doesn't seem to be fake at all from your point of view.
Okay, okay. Here you go, June.
Ano yung ano ng papers ni June? Si June ay like uh,
Turbo?
sabi ni ano ni David, usually yung mga kinds of workers that the ship is looking for are like rowers,
Silang mga makina. Literal.
rowers, chefs, servers, card dealers, escorts, and musicians.
Oh, card dealers. Anong skill ang kailangan to be a card dealer?
And dexterity.
I can be a card dealer.
Okay, June.
Rower as in row the boat.
Row the boat, yeah.
Okay, edi yun, dun siya.
Okay, so you wait, so and that's it. Una do you buy? Sabi ni David, okay. So you wait until the next day, try and get on board the ship. It's around early in the afternoon when you see yung mga potential ship workers start to line up the ship. Do you guys give your weapons to Ren?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ren kinda collects all your weapons and put it in a bag.
Mhm.
And then he says goodbye to you guys. Said that he'll walk further away from the ship and try to find some place where he can jump into the water unnoticed, and then he'll swim up river to the ship and enter below deck. And just said that pick him up there once you manage to infiltrate. Okay, so una mag-infiltrate si Tuna and si Jun, no?
Yeah.
Webray and XI are going to infiltrate as nobles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. Tuna and June, you line up,
Mm-hmm.
and as the lines, as you get face to face with Captain Nelvin, he asks you, what what job are you applying for?
Dealer. Sir.
Dealer. Uh, he said that he is offering like 5 gold pieces for a night's work as a dealer.
Okay. Sounds fair.
Do you have experience as a car dealer?
I have been to different casinos and I know the works. Yes. I'm very pretty familiar with card games and dealings. Yes.
Roll your deception check.
15?
He looks at you suspiciously. I haven't seen you here in this. I haven't seen any tabaxi in this part.
What?
Sort. Haven't seen any tabaxi like you in this part of the circle. Are you new in town?
Well, yes, a bit. I'm kind of I kind of wander here and there looking for the best casino that I can work in, and I've heard good things about the Golden Goose. So I'd like to check if it's better than the last one that I've been, the one in, and then I say the name of that other casino I've been in that I forget right now. That one's very classy,
Uh,
but
he he he,
yeah,
mon-
I
he motions for one of his sailors, and the sailor
is it
kind of
gonna
walks
toss
up
me in the
to you,
water?
and he kind of reach out for his side,
Okay,
and he brings out a deck of cards and hands it to you.
okay,
And Captain Nelvin says, "Okay then, show me your shuffling skills.
okay. What do I roll?
Performance. But, hindi ka naman pala proficient sa dexterity na lang. Okay.
Dex?
Dex. Just a
Do I
plain
have
dexterity check.
advantage?
No.
21.
uh, you managed to shuffle the deck quite nicely. You're surprised that you were able to imitate how the casinos you've been to have been shuffling the cards quite well. And you're proud of yourself, and you see that Captain Elvin is thoroughly impressed with your shuffling skills. And
I'm back on tricks.
your name,
Salmon!
uh,
Salmon.
Salmon. Right, Salmon. Okay. He hands you a piece of paper with your name and kind of his signature. Uh, Hand this over back to me when you get off the ship. When we arrive back in the morning, and I'll give you your day's wage.
Thank you, sir. You won't regret hiring me. Thank you, thank you. And then she
Do you move
shuffles
up?
along. Yes.
Okay. And then he looks at you now, June. And you? How about you? Are you in human form?
In Fearbold form.
We seem to be getting quite like, uh, exotic individuals today, more than
What?
usual. We seem to be getting a lot of exotic individuals today, more than usual. First a tabaxi, now a furbolg. Okay, and what job are you trying to apply to?
uh, rower, row, row. I rowboat for food.
Well, we don't give food here. We only give gold. So as rowers, you also get 5 gold pieces for a night's work.
Wow,
Ah,
laki
yes,
nun ah.
I turn gold into food. That's okay.
5 gold a night.
And then he says, "Okay, uh, show me what you got." And he motions like to for you to pick up that crate that's being placed right beside him.
Baka mamaya hindi lang rowing
June
gagawin mo dyan.
June flexes
Oh yes,
his muscles. What will
and
I
roll
roll?
your strength check. Uh,
Strength.
athletics,
Oh no.
athletics, athletics
Ah,
check.
athletics. Okay.
Yeah, you were able to lift up the crate, and Nelvin kind of nods in approval. And your name, please.
Kit.
Ano? Kit.
Kit.
Oh, Kit. Welcome aboard. Just like the other lady that just went, that was ahead of you, hand this over to me when you get off, and I'll hand you the night's wages.
Thank you so much. And then he flexes his biceps again before leaving.
And he tells you to go below deck. So that's where the rowers are. Okay. So it's about 2 hours pass before all the interviews are done, and it's time for the nobles to arrive. So magkakasama kayong tatlo, Beverly, XINC Ray.
Ano bang ano natin? Ay, mga NPC pala yung kasama ko, no? So,
Uh, I will hand Ray kay Joyce, and then si XI kay Mai.
Really?
Para hindi sila NPC.
well, yeah, we
Uh,
can we can just go as as friends, enjoying a night out.
okay, so basically, there's two checks. First, you could see that the captain, Captain Melvin, and his crew are kind of body searching each guest for any concealed weapons.
Talaga, as in body searching.
Uh,
Okay, so just
and
so it's so Black Bev is wearing like yung mga tipong what Sofia Vergara will would wear to the Oscars or as part as kapag
uh,
nag-host siya ng EGT.
uh,
So it's so fine. She will still try to smuggle in the daggers. It's fine. But when she gets certain, she plans to give an eye to try to
okay,
I don't know
so
intimidate or something. Intimidate ba or ano?
you let Ray go first,
Okay.
and you see yung sailor that's kind of inspecting. He basically runs his hands all over, starts to run his hands all over Ray's body.
Ray, oh, Ray is scandalized properly. Properly scandalized. Don't touch
So sabi nung sailor, so sorry ma'am, but this is standard inspection demanded by Master Lord Caspier.
Don't you have any women inspectors?
Mm, no female sailors in our crew, ma'am. Sorry.
Fine. Get it over with then.
He inspects and he clears you as Ray is not really carrying any weapons. Yours. And next is Beverly.
Hindi yan, sorry.
Next is si Beverly na. You see Ray just let the guy search her thoroughly but couldn't find any concealed weapons. And now the guy starts to pat you down
Okay,
to
do,
the
do I see anyone observing the guy who's patting?
you could see see Captain Melvin is close by, carefully checking out each of the guests that are being inspected by his crew.
So, nanonood din yung captain. Okay.
Uh, and the sailor kind of first checks he runs his fingers through your hair, pats down your arms, and
Bev gives him the most sultry look she can.
Oh no.
She
the
touches her
sailor kind
hair.
of make a charisma check.
She should have put on some perfume or something. Charisma checks. Okay, that will go well. I hope. Say charisma check, no?
Uh,
Come on, come on, come on. No.
Wow. How charismatic,
You,
Bev.
you kind of feel that the sailor is more afraid of his captain than he is distracted by your charms. He starts to pat down your arms and then slowly going down to your waist.
Oh, that tickles.
And he checks like yung belt na suot mo. You're wearing a belt, right?
Yeah,
So yung three knives is nasa chest.
isang chest, isa sa waist, I guess, tas isa sa hip.
Okay. So yung nasa ano, sa belt. Let's see.
Contested role.
I want you to roll a d20, Chris.
D20. So there's no skill. Okay.
There's no
Oh,
skill.
good.
He finds yung ano, yung
Oh,
dagger.
oh no.
No.
And he kind of raises the dagger and Captain Abel approaches you. Ma'am, yeah, we have a policy here that no weapons are allowed inside ship for our safety, safety of our guests, and your safety as well.
Right. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I was saving that one, for tonight. I had a hot date, and really, that was, just for that scene that I was planning on doing. But it's okay. Are you going to keep it safe for me until I get off the ship?
We, we're going to confiscate this. You can claim it after you disembark from our ship. Are you hiding any other weapons on you, ma'am?
What kind of weapons are you talking about? She winks.
Other daggers?
Okay, she gives him a look, like for like 3 full seconds. Then she reaches into her cleavage and slowly pulls out the dagger.
Okay.
Just that one.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Well, do you want me to? I'm not sure. Should I take off my clothes? And she starts to kind of take off her dress.
That won't be necessary, but ask my employee here to search you again, and if he finds any other weapons, we won't allow you to climb aboard the ship.
Okay. Is there kind of anything nearby na pwedeng pagpatungan ng that she can put her foot on? Like a stool or stepping
There's probably a crate near you.
Okay, so she kind of turns the crate, puts her foot on top of it, like forming a 90-degree angle, and like slowly like rolls up the dress up her thigh, and then takes out the dagger like she's removing yung parang kapag yung garter.
As you are doing this, make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Come on. 19.
Okay. As you doing this, you notice a kind of somebody kind of staring at you, and you look up to you kind of feel like somebody's staring at you, and you look around quick a
Mhm.
bit, and you notice that the lady, relatively older lady, been standing beside Casper Dryland yesterday, has her eyes kind of trained at you. Parang he's kind of giving you like a piercing glare from
Glare.
yeah, from where she's standing.
Can I get a sense of why is that? Kasi parang she thinks I'm like
Um,
seducing the.
You're not quite sure. Maybe that's what you think. She's kind of, if you have to describe her, she's kind of like parang similar kay Miss Minchin in terms of looks kind of really really strict, uptight person.
No.
Okay.
Tapos, yun yeah, and the captain says, uh, that's it. No other weapons, ma'am.
Would you believe me if I said yes?
The captain just motioned for his crew member to give you another pat down, head to toe again.
She kind of raises her head proudly and just,
And then they let you pass their check, and then X Ice turn, and sir, is that armor you're wearing?
This is myself that I am wearing.
What are you?
Wait, ano nga ba si XI?
I,
Warforge,
or forged ba siya? Or,
Warforge siya, Warforge.
Or Forge.
But
Oh,
technically, there are no Warforged sa field.
Hindi siya alam kung ano siya.
a mystery.
Are you hello? Are you here on your own, sir?
I am with my friends over there. And then he
Oh,
motions to
you're with
Ray
that.
and Beverly.
You're with them. Then he just gives you a pat down as well. Since you're not
Yes.
carrying any other weapons, he lets you in. And then as you walk past, you kind of hear the captain says, "I'm telling you, man, this is a weird day. Been like too many exotic people wanting to get aboard the ship." And then as you move forward in line, you kind of hear Lord Caspier greeting the guests, most of which he is familiar with. And then as soon as it's your turn, I guess it's Ray, XI, and Beverly's turn. He greets you. Greetings, greetings, my lovely guest. Welcome to the Grand Dame and to my humble casino in the Golden Goose. I haven't seen you around here, and I've seen most of the nobles here in Yartar. Who might you be?
Ano pangalan niya ulit?
Caspier, the island.
Caspian.
yet, sino exactly si Caspier?
Yung may-ari ng ano,
Siya yung,
ano,
siya yung captain o siya
ang
yung may-ari? Or is it the
ay
same?
may-ari ng casino. And he greets yung mga guests niya as they go aboard the ship.
Okay. Pero hindi siya yung captain. Iba yung captain.
Hindi siya yung captain. Yung captain yung kanina sa checkpoint. Points.
Okay.
Ano pa? Ay.
How did Caspier react when she saw Bev sensually removing daggers from her hiding place?
When you look at their where they're standing, you saw that Caspier was busy chit chatting with the other nobles, but
Hindi ka niya pinansin.
her compatriot was glaring at you, and he's still glaring at you. See,
Okay.
Oh no.
might you be? I haven't seen you folks around here in Yartar.
Mm,
Eh, di ba ano, naka-Henry mode si ano, si XI tas ano, "Caspier pare, you don't remember us? You know, this Bev, me, Henry, hindi mo na naalala? We met some time ago." Di ba pwedeng gano'n?
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
XI. Meron
Si
ba advantage
XI,
if XI?
Sabi ni, ano, kayo si Casper ka na,
wala akong
hmm,
access. Parol na lang.
wala kang access. I will give you access. He kind of says, oh, weird looking person like you, I would have probably remembered who you are.
Ah, yeah, that was a wild night kasi. And I think I was in disguise back then. I don't remember na what I look like, but I'm pretty sure I remember you, dude, you know. Asa na yung role?
Make your deception check.
Loading. Ayan. Deception check.
Yung natural 20.
And you hear kind of, oh, yeah, I remember you. Ah, you're from that place. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that place. Oh,
I'm
pare.
sorry. I've met a lot of people here in Yarta running my business, and yeah, it's been
Okay lang, okay
crazy.
lang. Yeah, I understand. Nga pala, here's my friends, si Beverly and si Ray. Eh, I just remembered kasi we've been in the area, so I thought we might drop by para mag-hi, you know.
So you're just dropping by to say hi? I thought you were going to come to my casino to spend some money.
Yeah, hi and play, you know. That's how we say hi, right? Diba, pare?
I hate, yeah, yeah. Well, I hate to ask you this, but do you guys have, you know, what you need to spend?
You know, the kaching.
Yeah.
Ray, show him.
Ray opens the party funds pouch and then
Uh,
with as much flair
and
as
you,
possible.
and you kind of see like Casper guy. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay,
You know
well,
naman,
uh,
you know me,
he
pare.
shakes your hand, XI. Well, XI, well, enjoy your stay aboard my ship. He takes each of your hands profusely. And I hope you have a nice night and enjoy the cruise. Uh, there's some food upstairs as well if you like. And yeah, just have a
Yeah.
nice time. If you need to talk again, I'll be in my quarters. Just and I might be going to the gambling area just to say hello again.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Stay cool. See you later.
Okay, and he motion and you are let up to the ship.
Ray whispers at Hexai. Wow. Good good job, Henry.
Okay, so you climb up and head towards the you are ushered towards the Golden Goose Casino. It's a large cabin of the ship that has been transformed into a gambling hall. The centerpiece of the gambling hall is a gold-plated wooden sculpture of a goose that rests on a table in the aft end. Glasses of uh, you could see glasses of fine wine are lined up, free for anyone to take. And an unflattering portrait of a fat grinning man, which you assume, which you see at realize it's Lord Dryland himself, hangs on the wall across from a wooden spiral staircase that leads up to the dance hall. So most of the floor space here is with taken up by tables of card games. Uh, you could see the different dealers sitting behind the tables as you climb up, and you also notice Tuna sitting at
Mm.
one of the tables.
Dealing cards.
And as you enter, you are asked to like convert your coins, gold coins, into chips. And basically, one of the workers there basically asks you how much are you planning to convert chips.
How much per ship?
Basically, just Lord Derlan likes to keep it simple. One gold piece for one chip.
Oh,
So painful. Then, I know, guys. How many chips do you want?
How much nga ulit ang chip?
One
One
gold
gold, one
piece.
chip.
Well, why don't we start with the 100?
Serious?
Yeah, we want to appear like we're serious, right?
Okay.
And
And the workers basically say, okay, sir. So that's 100 uh, golden goose chips for each one of you.
yeah, Bev pays for all three.
Okay, so you each now have 100 golden goose chips
Yeah.
Each?
each.
Yeah,
Yes.
subtracting
golden
from
goose.
Bev's total, so Bev now only has.
Dude, how much money does Bev have anyway?
Okay. Wouldn't you like to
Wala
know?
kang trust fund. Trust fund ka ba somewhere?
Yung ba yung chip na ano, meron tayo na
Yeah, so
yung same
if you
Trust
compare
fund.
it,
yun yung
Is it the
same
same?
Ano yun?
yun
Chips.
yung same chip, yung chips ba yung same
Ah,
parang
you
token?
take a look, you inspect the chips, and you notice that it's the same chip.
Ah, nice.
Okay, and as you enter the place and look around, uh, notice that after several, maybe half an hour, and once all the guests have all boarded and are in the gambling hall, the ship begins to move. June, you're in the lower deck of the ship,
Going.
and you've been asked to row alongside with other rough and strong-looking men who have applied for the job. But you don't see any signs of Ren below deck.
Oo.
May does he see parang any entry point for Ren?
Uh,
Like,
if there are no entry points like heading to the water, the holes that the oars that pass through are not big enough for a person to go through. But you did remember Sven said that he could turn ethereal for
ah, okay.
some seconds, for some time, and could enter the ship uh, from there.
Do we have ano, like foreman type of, you know? parang leader, manager dun sa rowers?
Ah,
Or
dun
puro
sa ano,
rowers lang
yeah,
kami lahat?
there's one sailor who seems to be part of Captain Nelvin's crew, guarding you guys as you row.
Okay, I row.
Row,
Oh,
row your
I
boat.
row the
okay,
boat.
and
Ano
as
ginagawa
you
ni, ni Ren at all this time?
Ren's plan was to like go further down river and then swim up river and then enter the boat from
Mm.
underneath the water.
Like parang
Kasi
seal
mas
ano lang,
para siyang ano eh, Navy SEAL.
Navy seal, okay.
Dahil sa
And
kanyang ano.
ano, is June allowed to talk with other
Yeah.
seatmates?
Oh, you're free to talk if you want.
Ah, okay. Hindi naman same as slave boat.
Hmm.
Okay, maybe he just
Okay.
tries to small talk while rowing.
Okay. You small talk and you meet your I guess the person sitting next to you. His name is basically Rob. Asks you well met in Kit. Where are you from?
I'm from
Older ba si Rob?
up north.
Huh? You're from where?
Up north?
Up north. Oh, beyond the mountains.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of forget how far I've come. Just got here. Kind of ran out
Oh,
of money and needed to find a quick job. I'm
uh,
Kit.
he shakes your hand. Rob is like an also tall-looking fellow, quite muscular, red-haired.
To meet.
And he has like a tattoo of a wolf on his arm.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So is it your first time rowing here in for the casino?
Yeah, it's a fancy place like this is my first time, but I've rode elsewhere before.
Up in the north?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, and as you uh basically
It,
the sailor guarding you guys just keeps on that. Hey, let's talking more rowing.
right. Yes. Sorry. And then he just rows and waits for. So he'll just wait for Ren to ano come up. Wala
Okay.
pala tayong signal. Napag-usapan ba kung ano yung signal?
Well, you do know that at least hopefully nakaakit si Tuna. You don't know if nakaakit si Beverly and si Exa and si Ray dun sa boat. Tuna knows that nandun na sila Beverly. He doesn't know if you've already met with Ren below deck.
Okay.
Okay.
Plano-plano tong group.
Oceans,
Okay.
ano.
So as soon as the ship starts to set sail, um, you notice that yung older lady that right beside Casper earlier um, starts to patrol the gambling hall. Smiles at the guests and keeps a close look at each one of them, especially the ones who are playing or who are gambling right now, and Beverly, you kind of feel like your hair start to tingle every time he turns her stare towards you, and then kind of stares at you maybe a second or two longer than the other guests.
Si, ano, si Miss Minchin.
Si Miss
Uh,
Minchin.
she's wearing like right now she's wearing her similar to what the robe that she wear last time, the green robe, which is adorned with designed with serpents on the arms of the robe.
Serpent on the arms. Okay. Can Bev will try to like talk up some stranger or something and try to like
They
casually ask them kung alam nila kung anong deal nung woman na yun.
she basically one of the guests whispers to you, "Oh, that's Oh Ming. She's Lord Dryland's banker and chief security officer. She keeps an eye on all guests who are suspicious looking and cheating cheaters. I've actually saw her throw out uh, guests that have tried to cheat Lord Dryland out of his money."
Okay, Bev thanks him, and she'll buy him a drink.
Okay, you buy him a drink.
How much is the drink for that?
The drink, basically the drink. You try to buy him a drink, but the drinks are free inside there. Like all of the basically the servers tell you that everything, the food, the wine, anything you'd like that's on the ship, it's for free, except for of course if you want to gamble.
Pero
Wow, ha.
so free yun, basta you will gamble stuff dun sa ship.
Yeah.
Okay,
As long as you're a guest, everything is free in the ship.
okay.
Okay, and now below deck, the guy. Uh, remember June that there's one guy that's kind of supervising you.
Yeah.
And suddenly the door to the uh, front side of the ship opens, and there's like a poof of uh, black smoke that suddenly appears behind the guy, and you kind of see Ren. Parang he has a parang bandana on his face, covering his face, and he knocks the guy behind and knocks him out cold.
So may isang or na hindi na nagro-roll nga.
Hindi, yung nagbabantay sa
Supervisor
kanya,
yun.
supervisor niya.
Okay, okay.
Hindi
Ito na
naman.
lahat ng rowers yun.
Hindi ba siya yung nagatutong? Wala bang drum?
Um,
Nagaganon?
and yeah, as the guy falls down to the floor unconscious, that's where we leave tonight's episode. And next week, let's see where it takes you.
Oh no, poorly
Jun
planned
turns
heist.
to his bestie Rob and says, "No, I don't know that guy."
You kind of hear, as the guy falls, you kind of hear Ren says, "Hey,
Kumaway sa'yo.
come here."
Yeah, yeah, I don't know him.
Di mababa wisdom ni Ren, no?
Oh no. Oh no, free booze. How does Bev feel about that?
Parang happy ex, si Henry dun, di ba?
Free booze, free food,
Free
free
booze.
booze.
Free booze.
Kasi, tapos mabuhos lang yan, natatapon lang.
Pag-inom niya, tumatasik yung ano.
Tumatalsik lang sa, tumatagos lang sa jaw niya na ganun. Tapos wala. Oh no.
Okay.
That
Alright.
was
See
fun.
Thanks,
you.
Thanks,
Jel.
Thank you again,
Jel.
everybody. See you next
Alright.
week.
See you next week.
Next week.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.